Hello, Splendid Snaker here with another figure review. Sorry. This time we've got the Batman Arkham City DC Direct Stroke Collectibles Robin. What can I say about this figure? As you guys might have seen from some of my edited videos and pictures, I already have a Arkham City Robin. I have the Mattel 2-pack Robin that came with Two-Face. He is a very cool figure, but something was just off about him. So I really wanted this guy. Been wanting for quite a while. Not really found him cheap. I managed to pick this up more than I wanted to pay, but it's still pretty good considering how rare he is. And Robin is somewhat of a fan favourite, so yeah, pretty much anything to do with Robin does seem to disappear rather quickly. I really hope we get a figure for the Arkham Origins Robin, but I will wait and see, not holding my breath. Anyway, on to this guy. He is very, very cool. I do really like him. I think his sculpt is phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. And it kind of puts the Mattel one to shame. But his colours are off. Well off. And completely wrong. Which is weird. It's kind of weird that it makes such a drastic... To be honest, if I bring the other Robin out, bear in mind mine's kind of in the process of being custom. So it kind of works in progress. So I'm trying to cover it up the best I can so it's not completely disastrous. We'll go over the problems first, and then we'll go. I've got a picture beside me which I'm looking at, and you can see that his colours are kind of wrong. These are not green, these are silver, so that's right. His suit does have texture, so that's right. These are darker than that, but they're not black, so neither are right. These are actually pretty accurate. These are pretty much show accurate. These are too dark. Not quite sure. Oh, yeah, not quite sure. And I think his collar, I think his hood is flipped out, fanned out a bit too much. I think this one is a bit more accurate. It's a bit close together. Short of that, you know. Yeah, I'm just looking. I can't see anything else. Yeah, you know, well, that's pretty much it. It goes down. Oh, and his staff is not accurate either. So that's the kind of gripey part side of it out of the way, besides his articulation. But, you know, it's a DC Direct collectible, so expected. Okay, second gripe is his staff. And I'm happy that I got staff this figure, because you don't get one with the Mattel one. But it's not show accurate, game accurate at all. And it's so hard. This hand holds it way too tight. I mean, you heard that. And this hand holds it way too loose. You know? Maybe kind of even wedged under the fingers. But while I've got the stuff, it's just simply a black stick. There is no sculpt, no details whatsoever, which is disappointing because the staff does have a midsection where it extends and collapses, and it has a button which has an R on it just like that. So while I'm happy to have a staff, I'm disappointed that it's not game accurate. But I will, you know, it will suffice. A word I seem to be using a lot with these figures. It will suffice. It will do. It's okay. I tried their best. I really shouldn't be awake. His cape looks off to me. Does it just mean he looks a bit wonky? It does look like he's like tilted to one side. That's really peculiar. There's no joint, so I don't know why that is. Very weird. Back look. His cape is much shorter than Batman's. That's why you can't really glide on the game. You can kind of just like swoop. He's got some really nice sculpting. Oh, that's why. The back is really well sculpted. Don't know how you can see that. All those lines and textures and details were really nice. The belt looks phenomenal. Got some pockets in his trousers. I like that. They've actually sculpted pockets in his trousers. That's very cool. And his cape is able to stand up by itself. Like it's just falling. The hood is a separate piece, which is very cool. They didn't do that on the Mattel one. The hood was all one piece, and that's why mine is cut off so I can make it to a separate. I think this is very good. It looks natural pretty much all round. It's probably why they made it so wide, so when you turn it, it won't look weird. So I guess if it was like that, then it'd look a bit weird. But as you can see, it's a softer rubber. Yeah, look, see, it looks a bit weird there. He's got a little gold buckle thing there, which on the Mattel one is just a blob of paint. I'm going to show you this. Look, silver blob of paint right there, just on his neck. That's supposed to be that. Oh, that's pretty bad. The R is actually sculpted as well, along with these like rib protectors, sculpted. The gauntlets, they do look phenomenal. They really do. I kind of wish, like Batman, though, they rotated at the gauntlets rather than just at the wrist. So then you get some poses where you could like be blocking something using the actual armor, opposed to just using his hand bit. Like I said, they're very, very well sculpted. They've got some do have some nice detail. And trousers, like I said, got a pant line or a trouser line. You can see there's a bit of a red bleed on the inside of his crotch there. Bit of a shame. A bit there. I think this is actually red plastic, and they've painted it grey. But if they have, it matches really well. His pinstrip kind of thing is really nice. And the boots are blurry. Sorry, I wasn't looking at the camera. The boots have some nice battle damage to them, and they've got some nice textured boots as well. Nice greens to them. Do look very, very cool. Pretty much like the Nightwings. I kind of wish I might take the both of them and make a good one. We shall see. Okay, so let's go over his articulation, and then we'll go for his size comparison. It's really weird. It's kind of like he's tilting to the one side. I don't know why that's happening. It's very peculiar. So as you saw, his head is on a rotation. Well, I think it's on a ball joint. Get a little bit backwards and forward, and a little bit of side to side. It's really not worth mentioning, to be honest. But you can do a full X-assist on him, full 360 degrees. His shoulders are on hinges. They can go up as far as that, as I'm comfortable to do on both. Yeah. And down, and they can rotate a full 360 degrees, but they are hindered by the cape. Cape wasn't there, you wouldn't have a problem. He has a cut at the sleeve, so it's a bit ugly, but it's not terrible. You know, it's a bit kind of flat edged. I can deal with it. I don't mind it. I'd prefer that to those elbow joints like you get on the Riddler. He has a single bend in the elbow, and it's that is disappointing to me. That is not a good elbow joint. That's almost not even worth it. Slightly ratchety as well. Whatever. He has wrist rotation. Full 360 degrees. Nice and tight. It's very tight. Tight. Name the movie. Nothing in the torso and nothing in the waist. No waist rotation? No waist rotation. He has direct hips. Like I said, that's what I'm calling these bad boys. Which they can only go forward. That is his Spartan. And that is his back. Like I said, it's so weird when a leg figure can go further backwards than it can forward. Single bends in the knees of only that. Again, that is disappointing. It's not even worth it. And then he has a boot cut. Ah, direct. You should either make statues or increase your articulation. I know you are doing better, but to me, it's disappointing. Let's have a quick look on the face sculpt, because it's kind of in that hood and it's hard to see. So if I go, try and do a bit, so you can see his eyes are very prominent, and the mask is really, really nice. He's even got some hair in there. I don't know if you guys can see that. I don't know if that's textured or not. Should I try and take this off? It's attached to the backwards. It's attached like here, so I don't really want to take it off. But it's very soft plastic, very soft. I'd be worried about if I try and like wiggle my finger under something, it will warp it, so I don't want to. But he's got a nice face sculpt. It's nice, quite a stern one. It's actually pretty similar to the Mattel one, just a bit more wider. Very nice. Like I said, really nice sculpt on the chest. That's why, this is why one of the main reasons I got this for this. I really like how that looks. I don't know, I might correct the green. Haven't decided. Don't have time these days to do anything. So a quick zoom on all of the details. So I'm talking really quiet, I do apologise. His Robin butt. Oh, he's got green on his bum. Is that coming off? No? That's there. His belt looks phenomenal, doesn't it? Just look at that. Looks really cool. The figure is very, very cool, but is very, very expensive. So good luck finding one if you want him. I paid, like I said, more than I wanted to for a single figure. He is probably one of my more expensive ones, so I don't know if I really want to customize him or anything. Anyway, to get stuff in his hand, I would just going from the bottom and just giving it a twist as you go, holding tightly onto the fist, because if you hold onto the wrist or the elbow, you will snap that joint quicker than you can say Charlie. And there you go. You can see he's now holding his staff ready to go. Now this hand holds it at a bit more of an angle, so you're pretty much always going to have it pointing towards that hand. Shouldn't have really held it by the angle, by that wrist. And you kind of do need to feed it through as well. It's got a bit of bend in it, so you can work with it quite easily. Oh. So as you can see, that's pretty easy to do. Right, let's do some size comparisons quickly before I start posing this bad boy. So next to his Mattel counterpart, I think I've done that already, but I'll do it again just in case. You see, now the Mattel one and my one is a bit taller, but I've kind of added a waist crunch to it, so he shouldn't be that tall. He's probably about maybe half a centimetre, should be smaller. So they're probably about the same height. Somehow my Batman got really far away. I don't know why. Okay, so Mattel Batman from the Batman Legacy line, and then the Arkham City Batman from the Direct line. He fits in really nicely with both of them, especially this guy, because this guy's just got a bit more height than this Batman, so it's a bit more towering, and it does look a bit more accurate, if you want to. For those of you who don't know, this is Tim Drake, by the way. Not Jason Todd and not Dick Grayson, because obviously Dick Grayson is Nightwing, and Nightwing is also in the game. And there's Bane from Origins. Look at that, it's just massive. Kind of want to do the Hulk thing out of Avengers. And we'll go for a Joker. So very, very cool. Excuse me. Anyway, that's my review for Batman Arkham City DC Direct Collectibles Robin. Phenomenal figure. I do recommend him. He is absolutely gorgeously sculpted. If you can just deal with his lack of articulation as per usual with Direct, and the kind of slight mess up with the gauntlets in the paint. Like I said, these should be silver, and his gloves underneath should be green opposed to the brown, which they are. It's weird, like if you can see, this part is like a brown, and this part is actually kind of like a green. So I don't know. Someone cocked up. Not a big deal, really. Happens. Anyway, as per usual, guys, thanks a lot for watching. Please leave any comments below. Please subscribe, and I will catch you guys later. Bye bye.